Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to show you my latest journal, and this journal is for sale. And as you can see, it looks a lot like the mini, but this one is probably 8.5 by 5, and it is really pretty. It's covered with dyed lace and trim, antique trims. You see this under here. It's a really old trim. And on the top, we've got a little bird up here. And then I made some charms to go on it. And this one is actually a macrame type charm. And it's got some little dangles and ribbon trim and just so pretty. And of course the little flowers all around her, and she's just such a beautiful little girl. We've got a little cameo on the bottom with a bow, and she opens with a lace tie, which I already have open, but this is dyed lace, all dyed to match. And on the inside we have lots of journaling spots and some ephemera. And this is the first page, and that little envelope there has a little pocket. It's a little pocket envelope, and it has an antique button and some trim, and inside there's a little love note that this little girl had found. And up at the top is a little charm that I had made. Excuse me just a minute while I get this out of the way here. Okay, now maybe we can do it this way. These are some pockets that I made. They're hooked together with a band at the bottom, and they pull out, and then the tags all pull out, and they're backed with some pretty paper and lace here. In fact, there's a double layer of lace on this one. And then the back page, there's a little bit of collaging. And this page is, it's got some texture paste on it, some texturing. And then this is a pull-out journal page. And it pulls out and makes a flower. And then there's journaling spots all in that. And then it folds up into a heart. And I made a little clip there for it. And then this covers the brad that it's held on with, but it's a little Chinese piece. And then lots of journaling spots. This book has like 208 pages to journal in. Here's a little tag with a little earring that I thought maybe a little girl would pick up. And some stained, and these are dyed and stained, coffee stained, dyed papers. And here is a little heart pull out that is a journaling tablet. And at the top we have it hooked on with a little flower pin. And more journaling pages and more. And then this is a card here that came out of an old art book, and I just fixed it on that card, tucked it in with a little ribbon at the top. More stamping, and I love that little grass stamp. So it's used throughout in different colors, and a little flower stamp on the opposite pages on some of them. Here's another one of my dyed papers. And then here is a little card here that's just held on with a clip. And it has a little charm here on this side that says hope. And some old lace and old muslin underneath it. And then on the back side, which is the end of our first signature, is a clock piece that if I was a little girl I would love to cut out, and I fixed it with a old broken chain, like it was the watch chain broke. And on this side is the start of our second signature, and on it there is a pull-out card with a beautiful little young girl on it, and it's held in with the belly band like the first one, with some birds on it, and of course the lace. And then on this side there's just a little bling, and then more journaling spots, lots of them. I wanted this to be able to journal in. And some coffee dyed papers again. And this piece is a gate that I printed out for another journal, and I just loved it, and I thought I would put it in this book because it's so pretty and ornate. And this is a piece out of the art book, and you'll see more of this one later. And more journaling pages, and more journaling spots and music pages, and coffee filters, and a tuck spot for another card. And here's that stamp in a gold. And here's another art page, another picture. And on the back is another hand-drawn art page. And some stamped coffee dyed paper. And some ephemera and journaling on each one of those on the back. And then this page is folded up for a tuck, and it has a paper in it. And then some more paper, and more paper, and the rest of the gate, and another art page. More music paper. More journaling sheets. And this is one that I stamped on, and then I made this card, and she pulls out of a pocket in there. And she's just a pretty girl with some bling around her and a little brooch that does come off. And this is some dyed dryer sheets and double lace on her. And she tucks right in that pocket right there. And then on this side there is a belly band for another card that you can slip over it if you want, and a really old ribbon and heart. And on this side we have our third signature and our last one, and this has the same pockets as the front, and it has the belly band that is braided on, and some more birds on it. And then on this side there is a tag that I made with a banjo on it, and more colored papers, and more journaling spots, and more music paper. And this is a pocket here, and it has a tag in here that says, "This is my happy place." And then there's another tag back here that is a journaling card. And then on the back side there's some stamping, stamping with stencils. And then more journal sheets. This is a tuck card that goes over the top of the page and just hooks on. It's on each side. And here is a little collage, and it's a little tuck spot. And more dyed papers. And you'll see that these got really dark. My coffee really got dark on these. And more dyed papers. Part of a music show book. And more dyed papers. More music paper. And here's a altered pen that I made. And behind it, it has a quote that I like to use in all my books. It says, "What befalls the earth befalls the sons and daughters of the earth." And here is a card just fixed for journaling. It's got stamped on the back with lines. And here is more music paper, more journaling spots. And here's another pocket here. It has a cameo brooch on it, and then it's got a little card right here that I think is pretty, and it's got a picture of a flower here, and then back here it's got a hummingbird card, and then up here in the third spot it has another flower card. And there's journaling on all of it. And this has got a little lace on the bottom of it. And tied with some ribbon. And that's the back side of it. It's on music sheet. And here is more journaling paper. I think I've got that hooked together. More journaling paper. And it goes on until you get back here to this card. Music paper, journaling paper, and then this is the end of our signature. And on the back of it, I have an old book page that I did some texturing on. And then this is a pocket on the back, and it pulls out. I don't know why. I'm trying to do this left-handed. So it pulls out. And it is a trifold with journaling spots in it. And, well, and it tucks down in this sleeve right here. And then that is the back. And this was an old book that I recovered. And the spine is completely covered with lace. And this is some really old lace. And it's really stiff. I stiffened it down. Excuse me, I got out of frame for a minute. I really stiffened it down to help hold the book together. And then there's the tag again with all its little blings. And we're back to the front. So that's my first one, and I hope that you liked it. And if you're interested in this book, like I said, I'll have the information in for my email in the link below. And I thank you so much for watching and my bumbling around. I still haven't got a camera stand, so I'm having to hold the camera and do this all at the same time. And it's a little bit rough. So sometimes you'll see pieces of my crafting area. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be back in just a short while with 2 more mini journals. So I hope you all enjoyed. Bye.